We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Francisco Giants. The Phillies aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Derek Rodriguez will be the man on the mound for the G-Men. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Stepping in, Gene Segura. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here comes the first pitch. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control, and that's the wind. It's blowing in, it's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach, not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
Rodriguez, a 6'1" right-hander. He was taken in the 6th round back in 2011.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hamilton calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And this one's off the 5th archway. Harper ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
That's why you have to close the door when you can. They had 2 outs, but the 3-hole hitter rips a single, bringing the cleanup man to the plate, and he does what he's paid to do, cash in an RBI opportunity with a well-hit double.
At the plate, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Realmuto carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Here's the 1-0. Chopper to short. Crawford's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first, and Philadelphia is off to an early 1-0 lead. Zach Eflin gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Digging in, Billy Hamilton. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
And this will be fouled away. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. So a full count now. Wilmer Flores will be next. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count pitch home.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Hopped up. Segura shading to his right. He's got it one away. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I think Brendan Belt is a guy to watch out for. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
Wilmer Flores is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Hunter.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in the outfielder Hunter Pence. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Pence a native Texan. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
Yastrzemski.
At the plate now, Mike Yastrzemski, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Fouled off. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Giants leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Second inning set to go. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Flores. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. Guys, we have to focus on one of the best defenders in all the sport at any position. That's Brandon Crawford. This guy's got some of the softest hands in the game and a rocket arm.
And that misses inside. 1-0. That average way up there to start things out. 2 home runs and 16 RBIs. This one for Crawford at short. And quickly there are 2 away.
Batting it, the second baseman, Scott Kingery.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former first rounder Scott Kingery. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Phillies down in order, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Slider finds the zone for a strike. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. On deck, the left-handed hitting Brandon Belt. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Head-to-head at the start of play against Zach Eflin. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes. A bouncer to the left side. And Belt is aboard. It's a base hit. And the throw coming quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here. Now at the plate, Buster Posey, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Sandoval over at second. Belt on at first with nobody out. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes into play here at 273. 3 homers and 15 RBIs. The 0-1. Ball 1. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Derek Rodriguez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. A ball and a strike.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
2 down, runners at first and second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Giants leave a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Now in the box, Zach Eflin. 9-1-2 due up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the air now, out to right field. On the move is Pence. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman,
Gene Segura standing in. And the pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Hamilton is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
now batting, the left fielder, Andrew Mccutcheon.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew Mccutcheon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a curveball misses inside.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
2 out, nobody on. One and one to Andrew Mccutcheon.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. The pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Don't you think about that? You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He's set. Here it comes.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 1 and the Giants nothing. Digging in now, Billy Hamilton. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now back, second baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Digging in to try it again, Wilmer Flores. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 8, Hunter.
Stepping into the box, Hunter Pence. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is low, ball 1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Now the pitch. A swing and a miss at the slider at 88, 2-2.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And that's in there, base hit. And this will bang up against the wall. And this throw gets away from him. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune.
Wow, somebody break out the oxygen tank because he was booking all the way around for the triple. But then the throwing error gives him an opening and he heads all the way home to score. Got to take care of the baseball.
In now, Mike Yastrzemski as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 Philly error, and no one left on base. On now to the top of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Left side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Didi Gregorius.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto.
And he'll swing and send a chopper to third.
To second for 1. To Belt for the twin killing.
Next to Philadelphia, the shortstop.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Didi Gregorius. First offering on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Into the box now, Roman Quinn. Popped him up. Flores waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. Phillies strand 1 onto the bottom of the. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready now, Pablo Sandoval. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 9.
Settling in now, Brandon Belt. He reached on a single in his first try. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Ball back outside.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. The bouncer to the left side. Segura has it. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see a 5-mile-an-hour difference on their best fastball there. 97 on one hand to 92 on the other. Coming to the plate now, Buster Posey. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. On he pops it up. Kingery ranging into the outfield. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
John Kingery.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. To the plate now, Zach Eflin. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. He's ready. Here's the first offering. One run, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. And another throw over, and the runner back safely. From the belt, kicks and deals. On the ground for Crawford, they might get a pair. One there, relay to Belt, they get 2, and that'll end the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Brandon Crawford digging in next as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. And he lays off the pitch down and away, ball 2. All even now, 2-2. Now here it comes. Oh, Now, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. This is popped up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And in to hit next, the speedy presence of Billy Hamilton. First offering on its way.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That's popped up. Segura in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutcheon. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Runner at second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bullet to first base. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Pickoff move to second and a dive, but he's back in there. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. Hamilton is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Coming to the plate now, JT Realmuto, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Two out here and a runner at second. That evens it up 1-1.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Again, another foul ball. Here's the 1-2. Runner's on his way to third. Now that's popped up. No problem over there for the baby giraffe belt, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. Still tied 1 apiece. Standing in, Wilmer Flores. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. In there, 0-1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
The windup and the 0-1. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Kingery backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
The right fielder, number 8, Hunter Pence.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 5, Yastrzemski.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
2 out, nobody on. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
At the plate, Pablo Sandoval.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Kingery's there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Francisco. Score remains tied 1-1. Here's Didi Gregorius. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Hit softly down the line at first. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Right side, fielded cleanly by Belt. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now the pitch. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. Grounded back up the middle, and a diving try, but it's off his glove, and that ought to be a 1-out hit. And he will not have time to recover it short. That's an infield single. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is He hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
And in steps Scott Kingery. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 1-0 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now the 2-0. Hit high and deep out to left field. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year, and it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing at Jim. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Now here's the Giants skipper making his way out toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Sean Anderson comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 64, Sean Anderson.
Into the box, Zach Eflin.
The pitcher, number 58.
As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a bouncing ball headed for Crawford at short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the fight and strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-1 Philly. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And now a pitch on the way. Popped up. Segura in foul ground. And no one will get this one. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. Now 1 away.
The catcher, Buster Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the pitch. Hit to first. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 35, Shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Ready once again, Brandon Crawford. No hits to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Rolled slowly to first. Hoskins has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Now batting, Andrew Mccutcheon. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Look out, 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Hard hit ball to second. Flores has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The right fielder, number 3.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And right into the shift. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Another look to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. At the plate now, Rhys Hoskins, as he rips it on the ground to second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Standing in now, Didi Gregorius, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
The center fielder, number 24.
Stepping up now, Roman Quinn. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Hit out towards second. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Giants 1. Kian Wong will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the eighth. Sir Anthony Dominguez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
This one's down to third. Segura showing off his range, and that's out number 1. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. He was great all night long.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Billy Hamilton digging in now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
1-2 the count to Billy Hamilton. Dominguez is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Now at the plate, Wilmer Flores. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
1 ball, no strikes the count. A ball and a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And that misses. 2-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Marlene Garcia enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding into the box, Scott Kingery. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hamilton is after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Adam Hazley will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 40, Adam Hazley.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The third baseman.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Gene Segura. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to third. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Yeah, it looked like the center fielder got a fairly good jump on this ball, but he just doesn't have enough hops to bring it in. And once it's by him, you know he was going to get at least a double.
Into the box now, Bryce Harper. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set, the 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout in the play at first. Hector Neris is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 50. Hector.
So striding forward now, Hunter Pence. So far 2 for 3 in this one. In there for strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here, 0-2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Hunter Pence is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the ninth. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Lays off 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
1-1 to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Last strike here for the Giants. Good hard splitter, but it misses 2-2. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Philadelphia Phillies jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Zach Eflin notches his 3rd win of the year. Hector Neris strikes out the side to record the save, his 12th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.